Hi, Patrick Tracy here, Cape Cod Midday Special. I'm here with Rob Williams from Richmond, Virginia. A friend of mine's come up from the Cape to share some of his music with us up here. He's going to play a few selections from his latest release, Southern FM. He's also going to play a song or two from A Place in the Sun, which is his 2013 release, and we might even get a little bit of a sneak peek into what he's working on now. So without further ado, here's Rob Williams.
Oh, preacher, lift me off my knees. Wash away the sins of my centuries. In hierarchy from bad to good. The devil, Sherman Hoover, Hollywood. 7 nights, 7 days. Southern lights, Atlantic waves, wheels roll down Norfolk Southern rail. My mother's father, he was born in the 19th century on that dusty farm, just down the road from Milwaukee, a husky too. And if you spoke to him, by God, he spoke to you. 7 nights, 7 days, Southern lights, Atlantic waves, wheels roll down Norfolk Southern rail. It takes time to make plans to beat the heat. I've got ties strong as rails, rails deep and wide, rails wide and deep. Oh, preacher, lift me off the ground. Silence my tongue, open my eyes to look around. Show me what I need to know. If you've a place for me, I've got some place to go. 7 nights, 7 days, Southern lights, Atlantic waves, wheels roll down Norfolk Southern rail.
So Rob, everybody loves a good story song. I'm no different. I love it too. When you played last night at O'Shea's Old Inn over there in West Dennis, you played Henry and Maria.
Right.
And I looked around and noticed that the crowd was pretty engrossed in the song. Tell me a little bit about how that song came about.
Sure. I was going through a particularly long dry spell songwriting, as I do from time to time. And I really was interested in I really wanted to write a song. And I found myself at a park in Richmond called Maymont Park, and at the top of a hill in Maymont Park is a park bench, and like many parks, park benches, they allow people to dedicate the bench to people. And on this particular bench was a plaque that said, "Here in 1929, Henry proposed to Maria." Nice. And I knew there was a song in there somewhere, so I took my phone out and I took a picture of the plaque, and I took the phone home and I put it on my music stand and I stared at it for a week or two, and then I came up with the song.
Nice. Nice. Well, he's going to play that song for us, along with another song from Southern FM called Best I Could Do.
Yes. Yep. Very good.
More Rob Williams.
All right.
Henry took Maria to the spot above the river where he'd proposed to her many other times. In his imagination, though one day it would be different, he would need all the courage he could find. And he prayed, God, give me strength to find the words to say what I need to make this girl say I do, for the rest of my life I do. Promise to love only you. Henry asked her father for the hand of his daughter, and it took the old man slightly by surprise. His father had been ruined when he'd lost the family fortune in what would be called the crash of '29. And he said, son, promise to make a better life, and you'll have my blessing and your wife. Henry said, I do, for the rest of my life I do. Make that promise to you. So Henry took Maria to the spot above the river, just like he had always planned. There down on one knee, he promised his love forever, slipped a simple ring onto her hand, and he prayed, God, give her strength to say the words I've longed to hear from this girl. She said, I do, for the rest of my life I do. Promise to love only you. Now Henry and Maria, they've been gone for decades, but the legacy and life they left behind can still be recounted high above the James River, just like that day way back in 29 when she said, I do promise to love only you. Some folks have to get their hands on everything that they lay their eyes on. They never have enough to lose. Me, I've just what the good Lord gave me, a little luck and a lot of crazy. I'm just a different kind of fool. Too hard, never wanna be so smart that I have to face the awful truth. When the day my days are now, Lord, give me the benefit of doubt and say I did the best that I can do. Some people climbing ladders have no idea what they're even after. They hope someday to be on track. They call me an underachiever. I am that and a believer. The time you clock, you can't get back. Too hard, never wanna be so smart that I have to face the awful truth. When the day my days are now, Lord, give me the benefit of doubt and say I did the best that I can do. Lord, say I did the best that I can do. When you're laid out on the last bed and you wonder where the time went, face to face the awful truth. No, I don't want to work too hard, never want to be so smart that I have to face the awful truth. When the day my days are now, Lord, give me the benefit of doubt. Say I did the best that I can do. Oh, I don't want to work too hard, never want to be so smart that I have to face the awful truth. When the day my days are now, Lord, give me the benefit of doubt. Say I did the best that I can do. Lord, say I did the best that I can do.
So tell us a little bit about what you're working on now.
Yeah, so I'm in one of those periods where I'm actually writing a lot of songs right now, which feels great. And I'm really happy with the songs that I'm doing and you know, kind of pushing myself to lyrically. And I'm getting together a group of songs that hopefully next year, 2017, I'll be able to get into the studio and record, and hopefully put out a record again shortly thereafter.
And you'll certainly come back and visit us here in Cape Cod, right?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
All right, so Rob's going to do something from a future release right now.
Look forward to
Rob
it. Great.
Williams.
All right.
She went off to the great Northwest with nothing but a wedding dress and what little might have been left of her virtue. And nothing I could say or do could prevent her from going through. Mary and the SOB would ask her first. I was left recounting days and wondering how things might have changed if only I'd have had the nerve to tell her how fate had made us meant to be. My love for her and hers for me, like Victorian poetry unspoken. And I knew I had always loved her. I knew I had always loved her. Well, she called me on her wedding night, a little drunk or a little high, and asked if I had anything to tell her. I said, you know you can't be calling me now. You took his name and you said those vows, and she told me in no uncertain terms, then to hell with you. And she said, I never really loved you. She said, I never really loved you. She told me I never really loved you the way you wanted me to. Well, they settled down, but not too well. Their ever after went straight to hell, and who cheated on who, now it's hard to tell and doesn't matter. She called and asked if I remembered her, and said she'd like to go back to how things were. And just before I threw that goddamn phone into the river, I told her I don't wanna love you. I said that I don't wanna love you. I told her I don't wanna love you the way you want me to.
Sometimes It's a Song. This is my favorite Rob Williams song here. I've heard the story a couple times live. Tell these folks about it.
Sure. So I was in the studio last year recording Southern FM. It was in Dallas, Texas, and I took my songs that I had prepared, and we had recorded all of them. Things were going great. I was really happy with the way it was turning out. And we're sitting in the studio, sort of listening to what we had done, and the producer turned around in his chair and looked at me, and he said, "So Rob, what else you got?" And I said, "Yeah, I got nothing else. This is all I brought with me, right. All I prepared." And he said, "Well, we got some extra time. Things have moved pretty quickly. Why don't you go back tonight, write a new song, and we'll record it in the morning."
Just like that.
Yeah, and not wanting to appear to be a real amateur, I just said, "Sure, I'll do that."
I guess if
that's what guys do, yeah, I'll do that. I'll go back tonight and write a new song to record for the record. And I did. I went back to the place I was staying and put this song together, and it turned out really, really good, I think. Yeah, I'm really happy with it.
Great. Sometimes It's a Song. Rob Williams.
Thanks.
I was playing late one night. You sat beneath the Miller sign. If we were meant to be, it didn't show. You'd probably just finished up with school and was settling into the good life. And I was still wondering what to do. Started thinking about you, then through cigarette smoke and lightning, flashes all around. Rain fell and thunder rolled, people talked, the night grew old. You sat beneath that useless sign. Sometimes it's the rain you hear, sometimes it's a song. Lately, this old drifter's world don't fit me at all. Looking out at the room, was there anyone else there but me and you? You smiled bright as the sun. Started fumbling around the chords, got lost somewhere in the words, but I don't think anybody knew. Sometimes it's the rain you hear, sometimes it's a song. Lately, this old drifter's world don't fit me at all. I was playing a different night in another town, another time. No one beneath a Miller sign. Turns out to be what I do, songs about me and songs about you. Another wasted night. Sometimes it's the rain you hear, sometimes it's a song. Lately, this old drifter's world don't fit me at all. Lately, 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 this old drifter's world don't fit me at all.
So you've been listening to Rob Williams from Richmond, Virginia. He's going to come up and visit us again when his new album comes out, and hopefully you'll visit us again here on Cape Cod Midday Special.
I would love it. Thanks for having me.
Sure,
Appreciate
you're
it.
welcome.
All right. Patrick.
Good seeing you.
You too.
For Cape Cod Midday Special, I'm Patrick Tracy. We'll see you next time. Stay classy, Cape Cod.